There's consciousness and there's states of consciousness. And so the true Chela, the sincere Chela says, well, Gary, what is a state of consciousness? I mean, what? Well, it's a peace. You guys are kind of at a disadvantage over there. I'm sorry for that if I was left-handed. But all of these are states of consciousness. The mirror, full mirror, is consciousness itself. And so you say, well, Gary, can you break this down even further and tell me what a state of consciousness is? Well, it's a piece of the broken mirror, my loved one. Well, okay, Gary, but that's not enough. I need more. Okay, a state of consciousness is all that you believe, all that you feel, all that you think, all that you desire, and the very concept you hold of yourself. Your viewpoint and your attitude. This is what a state of consciousness is. All that you feel, think, desire, believe in, your viewpoint, attitude, and your very concept of yourself. That's a state of consciousness. Each piece of the mirror. States of consciousness offer an illusory reality, a false perspective of truth, spirit and self, and God. Okay, states of consciousness offer an illusory perspective of truth, spirit, self, and God. States of consciousness instead see illusion, UMP, ego, and kill. So let me make sure I got this right. Truth, spirit, self, and God. Truth, self, spirit, and God. Now, this is what your consciousness sees. The mirror unbroken. It sees truth. It sees its divine self. It realizes spirit is the energizing and creative power in God's universes, and there's an Ami-Paresh, God itself. Okay, now, what does a state of consciousness see? A state of consciousness sees illusion instead of truth, sees the ego instead of the true self, sees the universal mind power instead of the sound, the shabd, the audible life stream. And instead of seeing God in Ami-Paresh, it sees Kal Niranjan, king of the lower worlds. This is what states of consciousness do to consciousness. It completely, see, all this is completely reversed. This is all Kal, negative, Brahm, duality, Maya, lies, falsehood. This is all consciousness. To know truth, the divine self, the divine sound, and the Nami and Sat Paresh. That's your chart. But the difference between consciousness and state. So there's a huge difference. States of consciousness cloud our vision, distort our identity, and keep us entwined in the law of karma, of which a true student is attempting to escape. You're trying to escape all of this, which is all the law of karma, the false self, the lower mind, I-hood, the whole deal. So these are states of consciousness. This is consciousness. So the Chela is attempting to break the illusion of all of these states of consciousness, all of these pieces of the broken mirror, and get up to self-realization or consciousness itself, where it can have direct perception of truth, self, spirit, and God. This is the journey. So clearly, states of consciousness are the problem. Consciousness is the solution. Okay,